The technique of the week is Captured Twigs. Captured Twigs is against the rear bear hug with the arms pinned. This is the 5th technique in yellow belt, and this is also the last technique where the first step is done with the left side. Because now the next 5 techniques, from grasp of death all the way to sword and hammer, the first step is done with the right side. So what we're doing in this case is the opponent comes in, gets a hold of you in a rear bear hug with the arms pinned, is that I start from a natural stance, is that I'm gonna go right ahead and pin the arms. As I pin the arms, I go right ahead and I step to 9 o'clock with my left side as I go into a horse stance. Now as I do this, what I'm gonna be doing is this, as I pin the hand here, I step and then I hammer fist strike right between the opponent's legs, okay? So right into the groin area. So what I'm doing here is that I step, hammer fist strike, then from here I turn into a cat stance. So now my foot would be facing down into the opponent's instep. And then what I do here is that I stomp the foot. Right as I stomp the foot, then I go into an obscure elbow. And then in this case, the zone of sanctuary, in this case would be a 1030. Then I cover out right into 1030, okay? So I'll do that one more time. So this is Captured Twigs. So what I do is that I step all the way to 9 with my left side, hammer fist strike, I cat, and then right from here, I stomp and elbow. And what is happening here is this. One of the things that Mr. Parker would say, he would say, look, Jesus, when you separate your direction, that can also mean separating your power. And what he meant by that, especially when it comes regardless to this technique, in regard to this technique, is that once I go right ahead in a hammer fist strike, I don't want to be stomping and elbowing at the same time. So what I want to be able to do in this case is that I want to focus on the stomp, and then I gauge my distance with my right foot just so I can hit with the elbow, and then from there I can just cover out to the side, okay? The other thing that we need to keep in mind about this technique is that when we did the lay sword, you know, the weapons that we employ in the lay sword was a long range weapon and then a medium range weapon with a hand sword. Alternating mace was basically just all medium range weapons. Sword of destruction was kind of like the lay sword. It was long range weapon with a medium range weapon. And then when we did deflecting hammer, the 4th technique, it was just basically using a short range weapon, which was the elbow. Now, for the very first time, what we're now doing is that we're employing all 3 natural weapons. You know, we have the stomp, which is a long range weapon. We have the hammer fist strike, which is a medium range weapon. And then we have the elbow, which is a short range weapon. What I basically want to do is that I want to check the arm as I step to the side. So I drop into a horse stance. And as I do this, I hammer fist strike right between. And I want to do this without winding, okay? So what I want to do, I want to be able to kind of hit from the point of origin. So hammer fist strike right to the groin, keeping the left hand up. Then I cat. And then right from here, I go right ahead and I stomp right into his instep here. And then right from the elbow, right into the face. And then I cover out into 1030 into a neutral bow stance. Okay, I'll do that one more time. So this is Captured Twigs. So what I do, I check. I pin here, hammer fist strike. Cat stance, okay? I stomp the foot, obscure elbow, and then just cover up. That was the technique Captured Twigs. One other thing that I just want to mention that in the Kenpo system, when we talk about twigs, we're talking about the arms, and in this case, the arms are being captured, and that's why it's called Captured Twigs. Also, the legs in the Kenpo system, they symbolize branches. That's why we have a technique like buckling branch. And then also the fingers in the Kenpo system, they symbolize leaves. And that's why we have techniques like, let's say, captured leaves, okay? Thank you for watching and have a great day.